about Julio being a late scratch. Now, he caught the first pitch in this game, didn't he? He was out for the ceremonial first pitch, went out there, caught it, and then, minutes before the game, he scratched from the lineup, and Scott Service talked about that.
The last game before the break down in Texas, tried to steal a base, got thrown out, I think, in the first inning, came out of that, and he kind of jammed his wrist into the base there, and certainly he had a lot of activity over the break. So coming back from there, we knew it was a little bit tender, didn't feel great in batting practice, was going to come in and get some treatment, and again, didn't know it was going to be a late scratch, so he went back in the cage about 6:30, and our training staff just felt, it wasn't worth the risk running him out there. So it's left wrist a little sore. We'll see how it is. It's literally day to day.
Yeah, I remember thinking both him and Winker in that last game at Texas came up with something where they were kind of wincing a little bit. I don't know if it was Winker's shoulder, but you could see Julio's hand go right into the second or the shortstop's foot. And, and he kind of, it was the one with the oven glove on, and he kind of shakes it and winces a little bit. But then, I saw him in the home run derby and think, oh, okay. Because at the time I thought, oh man, this is going to affect his performance in the home run derby. But maybe it's the adrenaline and all that carries. Sometimes that happens with an injury. You can play the rest of the game on an ankle or whatever that you tweak, and then just the adrenaline carries you through. And I'm sure it did through that whole All-Star weekend, but then just finally catches up with you eventually. So I don't see it as being a huge deal as far as keeping him out of games, but not having him there in the lineup was a big deal.
That's a big deal, which is weird to say because think about it. This is a 21-year-old in his very first season.
Yeah.
And we were, talking about realistic expectations at the beginning of the year. And hey, man, you can't count on this guy to be your consistent threat run producer. He's going to have highs and lows like a rookie will, and he's become one of the guys you count on to help carry this offense along with Ty France, the most consistent out there. So it's just it speaks to how great he's been and how consistent he's been, but it also shows how thin this lineup is when he's not